Welcome, ladies and gents, to ECS Europe. Of course, we have a lot of matches for you today, as usual. Janko's with me, as per usual as well. Ready to do some analysis, Janko?
Yes, Dan.
That's great. Also, other than Janko, we have some new guests. We have some community casters who have finally arrived into the studio. So, welcome, guys. How's it going? How are you feeling?
Yeah, really good. It's been pretty awesome being here, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of unreal, in a good way.
So people probably haven't seen you too much on camera, so let's do some introductions.
Cool.
So Dowse, go ahead.
Yep, so Joshua Dowse, or Dowse, as you can imagine, a League of Legends caster who got involved in CSGO a couple months ago, and now I'm here apparently, so it's a pretty awesome ride.
Awesome. You must impress some people because, again, you won the competition, so congratulations, and Jack as well. What's your story? Where have you come from?
I just sort of casting CS games at uni. There's like a uni esports league that I started casting CS games for sort of all of last year. But casting was sort of a hobby, and then Dowse came up to me in the summer and was like, we're doing this. And I'm like, all right. And somehow we just ended up here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Janko, you see, in the UK, we can't produce Counter-Strike players.
Yeah.
But we can produce Counter-Strike commentators. That's what we do. So that's a pretty standard affair.
What you have right now is pretty flimsy.
All right, okay, great. All right, well, it's a great time to check out the teams we have playing in the ECS Europe. Let's just refresh our memories a little bit, see who is going to be contesting to be at the finals from the 9th to the 11th in December in Anaheim. As you can see, the usual suspects, the top teams that you would always expect to be present in an international competition of the highest level, Janko.
Of course, Dan. And Mousesports.
Janko loves mouse sports. We all love mouse sports. So these teams will be playing a home and away system, which is a little bit unique to our league. The way it's happened this time with the scheduling, though, sometimes we get the doubles. Like sometimes there's train both times. But the way it works is you have the home team being able to pick 3 maps. So they have 3 choices: the first, second, and third. And then the other team blindly bans 2 maps for us to arrive at 1. And well, I guess
so
normally.
Every time you say something different about how we get to the maps we play.
I like to mix it up, Janko. The rules aren't written down anywhere, so I can say
so
what I want.
Whatever you want, yeah.
A lot of people have asked me about that. It's like, where are the rules? Like, well, I don't know. I just make it up as I go along. So that works, keep things interesting. So let's have a look at the leaderboard and see where these teams that we just saw are actually standing before we move forwards. There you go. So, as you guys can see, FaZe, somewhat surprisingly, are doing rather well.
It is online.
It is online. That's true. That's true. Dowse, what do you see?
Well, it's really interesting because Mouse Vertus is our matchup here today in the EU, and they're both tied 12-12 in the point system. So basically, this match is very important for the head-to-head.
And Jack, anything that jumps out to you straight away?
I mean, they're not going to be tied 12-12 after this game, are they? That's just cuts the chase.
I like it.
This is a very interesting matchup then, because VP, we know that they tend to suck online.
Yeah.
And Mousesports just suck in general. So
boom.
So who can suck more?
Right,
it's a good
so okay, I'm not going to make a joke there. Okay.
Do it.
Right, okay,
your one chance. Your one chance to make a joke there.
I can't do it.
The moment's not passed yet.
I don't want to be edgy. So
it's gone.
So these teams will be all battling for a spot at the finals in Anaheim. Of course, it was recently announced, and you guys can go and get tickets. It will be taking place from the 9th to the 11th. And if you go to anaheim.csgoleague.com, you can get all the information for the various ticket packages. One to note especially is the student package, which offers, well, there's a limited offer for the student ones. And if you are a student, if you can prove you're a student, if you have some ID, some student ID, you can get a ticket for free. So get on top of that, spread the word, and we hope to see you in Anaheim for that.
I've just graduated from university, so I've had to give up my student card.
Oh, no.
But there's a cheeky loophole. You apply for an NUS card in your final month of being a student. They give you another one for 3 years. So
oh, my God.
That's there you go. Pro tip for Twitch out there.
Oh, man.
They're going to be onto you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys better get on those tickets pretty fast. I think there's going to go. We've got loads of tricks. People have been telling me loads of different tricks to get around this, so you can like prove that you're a student when you're not. But I guess you just recently, now not necessarily being a student, you've graduated and so on. You're going to have that massive window where you're still actually poor. So you are actually of these tickets. I was poor for a long time.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. So. As you guys mentioned, Mousesports and VP will be the first matchup, so let's talk about that one a little bit. Of course, the first map will be Mousesports' choice, and it is Mirage. So, Janko, kick us off with this one, the expectations for Mirage.
I mean, this is, what Mousesports believe is their strongest map as well, but we saw them play it in the league, and on the T side, it's really shaky because they tend to go for that default a lot, but it really looks a bit disjointed, uncoordinated. You really have to be on point with your setup, because if you just lose one player, it can be be pretty detrimental to the strategy. So again, when we saw them playing Dowse 2, I think it was the Godsend game or the FaZe game, they looked really strong, like playing as a unit, very good at playing with advantages. When they have a 5v4, they would close out the round pretty convincingly. So it is kind of funny that Mousesports can look so good on one map or in one match and then very, very shaky in the other one.
And Jack, I mean, we've seen some great performances recently from some players of Mousesports, such as Chris J. Do you think that is going to be a winning condition here, that they absolutely must have Chris J firing off, or do you think there is no hope?
I think Nika has to have a massive day, definitely, to get him over Mirage, because it might be a great map for Mousesports, but don't think Virtus Pro is certainly not one to count out on that map either. And Cobblestone coming in as map 2 is going to be a real uphill battle, I think, for Mousesports to come out with that one, so that puts even more pressure on their Mirage. They've got to have a good game here, and I think, yeah, they will really need Nika and Chris J to come through for them to have a shot.
Yeah, and Virtus Pro, Dowse, they've had somewhat of a resurgence, including, unsuspectingly, some of their online results.
Yeah, and this map specifically, Mirage, it tends to be the Bialy show for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but whenever you see Virtus Pro on Mirage, Bialy seems to step up. So watch out for that one, especially on his CT side. But quite interestingly, these guys played up against each other quite recently over in Pro League, and Mouse took it quite convincingly, 16-8. So that says something about Virtus Pro. Maybe they don't favor Mirage as much as their other maps. You know, obviously Cobblestone is a home map for them. But if they want to take that solo 2-0, they're going to have to really put up a good performance on Mirage.
And Janko, you were talking about the default situation there with Mousesports, and that tends to be one of the issues where they struggle a little bit. And I mean, typically when I'm watching Mousesports, I'm looking to see what their CT side looks like, to see whether they're going to win the match, typically, because it kind of gives them that breathing room moving into that T side. Do you feel the same way?
Well, yes, because it requires less coordination than on the T side. I mean, you wait for the Ts to play, to see what the Ts are going to do, then you can react to that, adjust. The thing is, as well, Mousesports has great pistol players, so most of the times they will win pistol rounds. On the CT side, it's what's really important for them, because they're a team who, every now and then, they make some, silly mistakes that will lose them a round, so they need to have room to make those mistakes and still have a strong half.
All right. Well, do you guys have any thoughts on things you want to see, like highlights? If you have like a new viewer coming in, what is the thing to watch out for in this matchup?
For me, Virtus, they're such a coordinated team. They're the longest standing CSGO roster, so you expect them to bring a lot of experience and a lot of coordination, which means that their T side is, where they should really shine here on Mirage. They should have those default plays. They should be able to react to whatever Mouse is throwing at them, CT-wise, and that's where they should be able to get their advantages. But similarly, their CT side is super strong. They're very good at holding their angles, making sure that the utility is where it needs to be at the right time. And Mouse will need to try and break through that experience. It's like a brick wall. Virtus Pro, Taz, Pasha Biceps, just guarding this brick wall. Mouse, they're going to have to smash through it.
All right. Well, I mean, typically, we don't like to do predictions too much. We like to do like winning conditions, but I think we kind of already covered it. We talked about Mousesports needing the strong CT side to win this. I think we're all on board there. Anyone? Yeah. Okay. So I guess we're all predicting that Mousesports are going to lose this one, and maybe we'll be happily or sadly surprised, depending on how they might end up winning if they actually end up doing so. But let's find out. It's time to go to a quick break, and of course we have our other community casters who are also in the building. We've got Switchblade, Jay, and Topical, who will take you through the match after the break.